maybe if I prepare. Go. Hello everyone online. We are starting fighting application class in a few seconds. Master Ian is coming, he's just taking a break. And we will have 1.5 hours fighting application and then 1 hour of deep stretch. So if you're motivated, just train with us. We're gonna start soon. I just realized that you're not What kind of kick did you do? Let me see. Yes.
Can you start them up? Can you start us with the warm up or something?
I'm not sure he didn't tell you.
Then you can do that.
Huh?
Maybe we can just line up and wait.
Everybody should light up. Yes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's line up all everyone. Waiting for Master Ian, but we can still line up into straight lines. Thank you. I'm gonna join you very soon when Master Ian is coming. The class is going to start very soon. We are here in Pai, in Thailand. Namyang Kung Fu Retreat. We train Kung Fu here every day, all day. If you want to join us, you are more than welcome. Yes, we can. Yes, that's a perfect idea. When we wait, we can start with some rotations, just warm up a little bit. We're going to do fighting application, so it's always good to loosen everything up. I'm sure Master Ian is coming with a warm-up, but we can already start a little bit. Working a little bit the ankles and the wrists.
So we can like start with the shoulders and go down bit by bit, and then now roll the hands. Maybe let's just do 3 rounds back, 3 front. Go easy, no hard movement. We're gonna leave that for Master Ian.
Yes.
He's gonna do his warm up, and we can do like Selena is doing,
Yes.
swimming.
Either one after the other, so we really have the full range of motion.
Nice. Go with the waist, big circle.
Yes. Loosen everything up. We will need it today. And the other way around.
And let's go side to side. Keep the fingers back.
Yes. Bounce a little bit to each side. And change in your own time. Okay, let's open the hips a little bit. First with one leg, Make circles as big as you can, really to open the hips. And the other way around. And Master Ian is coming, perfect. Let's do the other leg. And the other way around. Yes. Okay, nice.
Thank you. Thanks. So today we're looking at the fighting applications of our Tiger Crane art. Yeah. And Selena's going to be helping me teach. So here we go, bow. And let's think where we start. Get around me for a minute. When we apply our Kung Fu, we want to latch on to somebody and do what we call sticking to them. There. Frederick, you throw any sort of attack. That is sticking. I'm making contact, I'm keeping contact. Yeah. I don't want to let him get away. If you punch and then try and bring your hand out of the way, yep, I'm going to follow and I'm going to keep the contact. So that's something different about Kung Fu to a lot of other fighting styles. And why do I want to keep contact? Because I can apply control from that contact. I know where he is, and he's not going to surprise me with a move that comes out of nowhere. We react faster to touch contact than we do to sight. So as soon as I've got the touch contact, I can kind of follow him. So again, any move, yeah, there. Now, whatever he does, I can come to counter it. Now he's in a really bad position there because I've trapped one arm under the other. Yeah. So that's what we want to do. We want to establish and maintain touch contacts. In the Chinese terms that sound very nice, if you have no bridge, build a bridge. When you built the bridge, cross the bridge. When you've crossed the bridge, break the bridge. The bridge is your contact with the other person. So, Sorel, you throw a punch towards me. That's the bridge, yeah. You got no bridge, make a bridge, yeah. When you've built the bridge, cross the bridge, yeah. When you've crossed the bridge, okay, I don't really need it, I can break it, but I'm usually going to keep control somehow. I don't want to totally lose contact because then those arms are loose and they can punch me. So the more I'm controlling, the better it is. And that's what we want to do. Making a bridge, if you get an opportunity to just directly hit somebody, that's the bridge. Yeah. Oxy, you're always up to be hit. So if I don't need to go for your hands, if I can just do that, and there's my touch contact, touching your nose, that's okay. Yeah. Something to think about, you hit, you don't always have to pull straight back. Now, people fight, they take a lot of time trying to get through someone's guard. You put up your defense, I'm going to try to get through, and you get through, and straight away you come out again. Yeah. When you're through the guard, actually, you can just leave the hand there. Yeah. You don't have to come out. That's another way of doing touch contact. Yeah. sometimes you just go in and stay in. Put your guard up. Yeah, there. That's contact. But I'll just stay there. Yeah. So we want to get in and make contact. We want to be close, not at long range. Thanks. Now, I'll explain a bit more in a little while, but let's get straight down to business. So here's what we're going to do. Yeah. One of you is going to, you're going to get into pairs with a partner. One of you throw an attack, the partner make contact, and then throw your counter attack. You have a fairly free choice as to what sort of counter attack you do. Is that enough instructions to get started? Yeah? We got an even number. Okay, I'm going to take a look. I'll come round and do a little bit with each pair. So off you go with your partner. Right, okay, so let's see that again. And you're going for an elbow that way, and you're getting the end of the jaw. Yeah, let's have another look. Yeah, if you can get it, okay. Yeah. One more. Now, since you're there, okay, do that again and stay there. Don't let go. So you don't let go of the hand. Now that you're there, pull that arm back a bit and press your chest against Selena's elbow, and you got an elbow lock. Yeah. Now lean forward, and you can take her right down that way. Yeah. 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 So there's an elbow lock almost on there. Yeah. And that's good because we don't want to stop with one counter. So I'm going to just do that. My arm's not as long as yours, so I don't know if I can actually get Selena's jaw, but we'll have a go.
Okay.
Yeah, just about. Down. And there you go. Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
Okay.
Actually, let me just see you do one counter to Frederick.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Now, do that again and don't let go at the bottom. There. Okay, you're on the elbow lock.
I should not go down
Yeah.
again.
Okay. So from there, shift forward and do a. Yeah, you're kind of there. So you're gonna
Yes.
move from there forward and then lift this lifting kick up to the face there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been doing the groin kick. You can use that same kick just to shin up into the middle of the face. Yeah. So you were. You started off there. There. Yeah. You got to move him out of the way, and then you can get in with that kick. Yeah. All right. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And again. Right. So now let's unpack that a little bit. Just do the block and the shovel punch. Okay. Now we could probably have trimmed that down into just one block. Yeah. So he's punching there, and you probably didn't need to use two. Use your thumb to grip. Yeah. Now you got him, and pretty quick you've got to come in, and I twist that punch up into the fighting moves. Yeah. Yeah. And use your waist. Wham, in with the punch. Right. So far, so good. Now, an uppercut is not really going to work. That upward punch. That was looking a little bit better. That was a bit more like a hook.
Oh, okay, so this
So
is just kind of
that was glancing off, isn't it? That's glancing off. You haven't got a really good angle. You'd be much better to come that way. But even then, it could hurt your fist. So, sorry, I need to just judge range here. You do that to me. There. Yeah, I'd go in with an elbow. Yeah. That's a powerful attack. You're not going to break your fist. Yeah, you can get straight in on his jaw. Try that. There and there. Yeah. Step in a little bit more. Step in a little bit more. Yeah. You've got to pull his arm. Right. Okay. Now, here's a. Actually, guys, do you want to take a break for just a moment? Take a break. I do want to show you this. It's a point about keeping contact. Yeah. Pulling the arm. There, we were doing that. But pulling on the arm. If I don't pull on the arm, that fist there can be coming around to punch me. Yeah. But when I pull the arm, you can't really do that because you've got to turn the waist to get that punch in. And if I'm holding you there, you can't turn the waist. Yeah. So keeping that arm extended keeps that fist much less dangerous. It's not 100%, but you can't get a lot of power into that when the arm's extended there. If you follow up by locking the arm, then it'll look something like this. Can you do it one more? Yeah. Take him down just by pressuring the arm there, and then get your kick in there. Okay. Right. Carry on. I keep working round. Right. You try that. 1, elbow, 2, and then down on his. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Now, actually, you attack Mark viciously and ruthlessly. That's it. And what are you going to do there? You do the same one. Yeah, there we go. There's the arm lock. Let's see that again. Right, 1. Yeah, 2, and yeah. Okay. Now, I'll show you something interesting here. From where you were, you throw an attack. You're a bit short to do the elbow. Yeah, the elbow's not quite reaching, but if I extend out there, I can take her back that way. Yeah? So when you get that opportunity, you're kind of in here, and your legs in. That's a good takedown there. Yeah? So maybe try that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's it. And you got it. Yeah. Okay. Right. You practice that a little bit more. Go on, let me take a look.
Okay. Your attack.
Yep. Now what are you going to do?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to go for your chin. I meant to go for your neck.
Okay. Let's have another look at that. Yeah.
I thought that he was craning and I was
Well,
non-craning.
let's just replay that. I
Okay.
want to have a look, and Right. Yeah. Now, in that position, what are you going to do? Too slow.
I mean, I could head.
Yeah, that's it. You're going to headbutt him. Yeah.
I mean, I could pull
Yeah,
him back
I would-
and go in.
Yeah. I'd go for the headbutt.
Okay. And then
But-
I could like.
But it wasn't a great build up to there. I'm going to tell you why. So, Sorrel punched with that hand, and you did that, and that hand there is waiting to hit you. Yeah. So now you've got to block again. Yeah. And it's quite difficult. On the other hand, when he punched with that one, if you've done too quick, one more. There. If you've done that, now his other hand can't hit you so easily because that's in the way and you're using control there. So you only have to block one time. So we always try, if possible, block from the outside. That's the outside. That's the inside. Outside's better. Inside only for emergencies. Outside is better. Now, see, I've got him turned sideways on. I can come across there, but his hand is not so dangerous. Yeah. So I'm face on. He's facing over there. Yeah. So that would be a better way to do it. Yeah. Okay. Now, Liz, I want to see you. You can practice that in a moment, but I want to see you do an attack on Sorrel. And I want to see Sorrel counter. Go on, give us a good one. That's it. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it. You okay? You okay? Yeah. All right. That's good. That's good. Do it again in slow motion. I want to just appreciate that. There's the block. Okay, and then we've got arm lock. Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Okay. Yep, no, it's good. He's done his block. He's used the pressure point to get you right off your balance, make it even for you to attack, and then he's gone in while you're down. That's good. Yeah. Now, guys, we're going to have a quick look at how you're doing and who's going to be the puncher. Who's going to hit? You're going to punch, yeah. Let's start with, yeah. Right.
But we're having a question because then, yeah.
Something feels not quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way that you defended, you punched towards me. What you did was that. That's not one that we usually use because you're not in a very strong position there. Yeah. So more likely, what we do if we got a chance, you punch is that. Yeah. And then I got there. So that's right. A circle with your right arm and your grip. Yeah. And from there, go on one more. You got your whatever opportunity. So I'd like to see you do that to Maren. Yeah. Okay, that's great. And you're going to grab the larynx there. Yeah. And the Adam's apple.
I'll do it slow.
Sorry? You do it slowly, yeah. Do it slowly, not too much pressure, yeah. Yeah. That's great. Okay, very good. Having pulled like this, see her other arm is not so easily available for her to hit you back. Yeah. You got a bit of control over there. Yeah. And then you're going in that way. Okay. Now you punch and Barra's going to block.
The same. I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
No. Yes?
Now,
No, it's this hand.
yeah,
Like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're blocking from the outside, bringing the arm across the body. Yeah.
And otherwise it's this one?
Oh, well, you can do that arm lock, yeah, yeah, if you can, yeah.
And there was also one that she punched and you go out of the way and then you could do also something, but I don't remember.
Well, it's difficult for me to know which thing you're thinking about, but I think basically you're saying when that comes towards you, if you step over there, then you're in a very strong position. Yeah. So, I mean, I can actually square on a bit there. You're sideways, you're facing over there and facing towards you. I've got a better position. So we often want to turn the opponent so we're facing them but they're not facing us. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll practice a little bit more. Okay. What we're going to do now, come back together, and I just want you to take a look at what the others are doing. Okay. So, Frederick, you throw one attack on Selena, and let's see her counter. There we go. So, we got a counter punch using the pressure point on the back of the arm to take him down. And that shin kick to the face, that's the one that's going to finish him. Yeah. That's a very powerful kick. You don't have to be flexible. You don't have to be a very good kicker. Yeah, to do this shin kick and get it smack in the middle of someone's face when they're bending down. Anybody can do that. Yeah. And that really hurts. It'll probably break all the bone in. Yeah. I've seen quite a few people get kicked in the face and it just smashes the face in. Yeah. Hospital job. Okay. Now you're going to attack and Frederick's going to do a counter. Very good. Right. So let's watch that again and slow it down just for the purposes of watching. Grip. That's it. Now he's doing a takedown. Now the first time you had Selena by the larynx, yeah?
Yes.
Can you do that again because that's a better application. So there he goes. Grip. Grab the throat. Takedown. You did it really well the first time. I'm trying to work out. Slowly. Grip. Hand the other way up. Hand the other way up. Yeah. Aha, like that. Yeah. That wasn't how we did it the first time. I think you had the right hand in there the first time. Okay, not to worry. Go on, one more. How did he do it the first time?
Yeah, maybe you blocked the other side.
Maybe.
I don't think I did.
Okay.
No, I think it was the right hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that. But okay. If you can get the larynx, that's good. Right. Let's have a look at what you two are doing. Akshay, you throw your attack. There we go.
Used to it.
And Mark's swept Akshay. He's got his leg behind, sweeps the arm across to take it down on the floor. Let's watch it one more time. Grip, elbow, sweep back, down she goes. Yeah. And the other way around, Mark, throw your attack. Grip, punch, elbow, take down. There we go. So you can hit him a few times before you take him down. Yeah. Let's see what you were doing. Cool. That's a you punch. There we go. All right, so now we're in the arm lock there. That works best against a punch that swings around. Yeah. If you got your kind of brawling type pub bar punch that's coming around there, then you just grip it and you can go for that arm lock. Yeah. So do a swinging punch and let's watch it from there. Grip, that's it. Now there's your arm lock. Now walk around to the other side of netta, then you have a stronger lock when you're standing at the side like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, very good. And the other way around. That's it. Okay, so blocking from the inside is a little more dangerous because when you block from the inside, that one is open. But if you do what you just did and you're getting quick, then you're kind of getting in the way of that fist and you grab someone by the larynx. So it's pretty good, yeah.
But what did you show me?
Sorry?
It wasn't what you
I blocked across and came in like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that doesn't give me such a good grip on the larynx. I've only got one thumb really digging in there. Yeah. If I can get it there, I get fingers
Yeah.
and thumb. That's
I feel it
nastier.
harder.
Yeah. That's nastier. Okay. All right. Liz, you throw an attack, and we're going to see Sorrel do his counter. Ready? Go on. Off you go. Good, good. And there we go. Take down and knock her out. Well done. And the other way round. Sorrel, you do one attack. And, there we go. That's it. Hold him down and knee him. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah. If you're going to do these punches and knees, yeah, look where you're hitting. It's no good just throwing a knee anywhere. You want to get it into the nose or the mouth or somewhere it's going to hurt. Because if you don't, you've got a very upset person going to hit you back. Yeah, you've got to take them out. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Change partners. So you've all got a new partner, and each show them the technique that you were doing and let them have a go at the one you were doing. Yeah? All right, off we go. So let's think about the leverage in your punch. The leverage. So you're going to do punch towards me. Sorry, punch towards me. Yeah. Now I need to be dropped down into my stance, sinking my weight down, and then using waist power to come in there. Because if I do that, it's not really going to do the job. Yeah. That way. Yeah. So let's take another look. Yeah. Okay, now over the top, that's it, good. Elbow strike and then take down, yeah. And I just want you to show Selena how to do that, so I want you to pick that one up as well, yeah?
But I don't think I can use this move sometimes.
Just like this.
This, and then you put this to the other end. Yeah, you can
It's
do
like
it.
elbow. Elbow. It just kind of things me also I realize I'm the wrong angle. Because I was gonna like, it's so annoying. Because I'm okay. I feel like I have to get back here and just do it really fast. Or if your hands. I know you don't like me. You want to go me sideways, but I like the neck. So.
Okay.
Okay.
So the problem we've got there is that Akshi's hand is hanging around in the general vicinity of her neck, and it's likely to block your chop. So we've got to work out how to. So just try. He punches with that hand, and you block with that one from the outside, and now going to the neck there. Okay, and see that hand's going to have more difficulty blocking it. It's possible, but if you're pulling there, it's pulling the other hand out of the way for you to get in there. Yeah. And you can do it from short range. You kind of flick it like that. You can do it. So you can do the long range version. You can get a short range one in as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
try it again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now, if you really want to be brutal, then if she's very close, because you were right up close, yeah, you just elbow in to the back of the head there, the back of the neck. Yeah. So
already.
if you're there, you can get a chop in. It's actually quite difficult. But if you come there, yeah, coming in for the brain stem there. Okay.
Try it.
Carry on a little bit more.
You wanna try the yeah?
Yeah, okay, that's very good. That's very good. Wham! Yeah. Yeah.
Side?
Now that. It's still this?
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's kind of a wrong angle?
Yeah. Yeah. And one more. One more. And keep hold. Now, from there, let's think of where you're going to go from there. Open your arm. Put your foot behind Akshi's leg and throw her back that way. Yeah. So you've gone in like that, and then you've done that to do the takedown. Yeah. You get that one right first time, you might not need the takedown. Yeah. All right. That's good. Yeah. So you could do that, but it's not, doesn't look one of the most effective techniques, yeah? Now, you had quite a good catch on his arm, so you've got his arm there. Just straight punch into the base of the rib cage is pretty effective. Use your waist, use your hips, punch. That's a good start. That's a good start, yeah. Because that, it's like being hit in the solar plexus. Stops your breathing. Yeah. And there's not much muscle over the ribs here. So even if someone's strong, they don't have a lot of muscle there. Yeah. And there, your kind of basic martial arts punch. You can get that in there. That's okay. That works, yeah. So try one time. Yeah. And again. Yeah. So because you've got him here, you don't have to worry too much about being hit back. So you can pull the punch from right back,
okay.
and then you get more travel and more power. Yeah. So let's see again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Okay. You can practice that more in a moment, but I want to see Netta throw one attack against Sorel,
Yeah.
and you block and do. She do one attack against you. One attack against you, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The punch, think how you're going to get leverage into the punch. How do you get the maximum power? Lever from your feet, use your hips, use your waist. Power in the punch, yeah? Although you're not going to hit her hard, you always act as if you were going to hit hard, but didn't just stop it short, yeah? All right. One more, one more. Boom. Okay, yeah, yeah. The one that comes under the ribs, yeah, like that. Yeah, yeah. Underneath the ribs. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, carry on. So what we got going on here? That's it. Climb on the floor. Once more.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
So, not dead convinced. It started well. Yeah, let's go through that slowly and have a look at it. He punches, you grip, that's great, yeah? Thumb around his arm. Right. Now, what were you going to do next? What did you do next? You haven't quite got his throat properly there. And it's still not a great grip, but I want to see what you did next.
I moved in.
Okay, now you've let go of his arm,
Yeah.
so he's going to almost certainly do something with that arm, yeah? And you're reaching right up there to try to throw someone who's much bigger than you. So I would advise you not to do that. Let's go back to the grip. Right, punch in there at the base of his rib cage, yeah? Punch, that's a good start. Yeah? You want to try to get the air out of his lungs. And from there, let's see what we can do from there. Maybe you can get a punch coming up, try. There, there, okay, that looks reasonable, yeah? And from there, you can come down on the back of his arm to take him down, yeah? And that doesn't involve having to reach right up.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alternatively, from there, you can get on the pressure point and take him down with a pressure point. But you got to be, you're working from low to high. So coming under is a good start point, yeah? Come under. And then you're going for somewhere down here, you don't have to reach up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, guys.
That was easy.
Good. So now a little bit of explanation on defense. Yeah. So try to have some strategy to your fighting. You know, you can read The Art of War by Sun Tzu. It's the very famous Chinese book on strategy. Never fight the fight that your opponent wants to fight. You never meet them on their home ground. Make them fight your fight, not their fight. Make them fight a fight that they don't want to fight, and then you got a much higher chance of winning. Yeah. if you think of kind of old battles, if you've got an army that's got great cavalry, ambush them in a forest where you can't use cavalry moves very well. Yeah? On an open plain where they can do cavalry charges, they're going to trample you. But get them in a forest where they're trying to get the horses through the trees, yeah, maybe you got a chance. What's that got to do with martial arts? Okay, so suppose you have someone who wants to fight at a long range. At long range, yeah. Can you do high kicks? Yeah. If you do taekwondo and I stand here while you do your roundhouse kick, yeah, I'm doing what you want me to do. Okay. That doesn't sound very clever, does it? So, if I've got to fight you, I'm coming in close. Yeah, I want to be right up close. I tie you up. Now, kick me. You haven't got, yeah? Oh, that's my all those years of practicing kicks gone out the window. Right. Okay. If you have got to fight someone who's punching and kicking, more difficult, but you're basically going to do the same thing. Yeah. So if you go into kind of boxing mode, you're doing kickboxing, I want to come in and get right up tight, close in, and not let you do what you want to do. I've got touch contact. I'm on my home ground. That's where I want to be, in the touch contact. Don't want to let you pick me off with punches. All the time those fists are loose. If you've got a boxer, they're very dangerous because they're very fast. Yeah? So do something they don't expect. Tie them up. Yeah. You wouldn't actually do it this way, but just for the sake of example, they don't expect something like that. You don't hold like that, you hold like that, but that's the point. Tie somebody up. If he does Muay Thai, then he's very dangerous because he can clinch. Yeah. But even so, I want to be up there tight, and I want to be kind of getting in before you can tie me up in the clinch. On the other hand, suppose he does judo. Okay, now he wants to come in and get a hold on me. So again, I've got to use guard. While someone comes in to get the hold, you've got to latch on. And then you don't let them through. You don't let them through. Once if he's doing judo, jiu-jitsu, American wrestling, if I let him get underhooks there, okay, now I'm really in trouble. You're up against a good wrestler or judo man and they've got you like that, they're going to throw you. Yeah. So you can't let them get close. Whatever they want to do, don't let them do it, ruin their day. Now we know what we want to do. We want to tie people up and work from that position. And unless they are a specialist at doing the same thing, we're going to have the advantage if we make them play our game. We force them to play our game when they wanted to play their game. We haven't got any excuse not to win. Yeah. So that's your kind of idea there. Sure, there was something else I was going to say. I forgot what it was. Suppose you don't know what they're going to do. Well, you've got to watch. Yeah, watch for clues. Watch for clues. Watch what they're going to do. Okay. For a little bit, I'm going to get you doing some practice at striking so that those strikes you're using get a little bit more effective. So I would like each pair to go and get a pair of the focus mitts, the hand pads. And yeah. Here we go. So the first of all, this kind of hooking, siding, punch. Yeah. This is a fairly close-in punch. Yeah. You're not getting a really big swing. The power's coming from the legs and the waist, and then a little bit, just a little bit from the shoulder. But you're using a lot of body movement, and it comes in, and it's coming up under the floating ribs. Feet firm, drop your weight down. Drop your weight into the punch. Drop in and punch and get it from close range. Okay? Right, let's have a little look.
Liz told me she had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You
of
haven't got a
10 minutes.
partner?
No,
Ah.
that's okay. I just wanted to inform you.
Yeah, yeah, no worries, no worries. We have a solution now, actually. This is your new partner. Yep. Yeah. So, Netta, I want you to loosen up your hips, loosen up your waist, and really move from the hips and the waist, yeah? That's where all the driving force is coming from. Go on. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. And change over. Change who's holding the pads. That's very good. And relax. Now, try to go even faster, more acceleration as you go into the punch. That's good. Change again, change over again. I suggest keeping the back foot on the floor and just move from the ankles. Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty good punch, but Frederick, I want you to hold the pads a wee bit lower. Yeah. That's it. That's good. That's a good punch. Change who's got the pads. Change who's holding the pads. Okay, so now let's make it sharper, more explosive. Rest before you punch, relax, and then explode as fast as you can. Yeah. Good. And relax. So let your partner get the pads back in position. Yeah. You're trying to go so fast that pads are all over the place. Yeah. Wait. Pick your target. When you see it's the right moment, then go. Yeah. Instead of just kind of punching out all over the place. Yeah. So line up your shot and then explode into it. Now let's have another one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, come on, let's have a look at this. So your body's kind of swaying around unnecessarily. Twist from the waist and the hips. Yeah. There. There. Yeah. Sorry, do you want to just go and grab the pad here? There, from the core. Yeah. I need to kind of sway side to side. Let's take a look. Now a little bit faster, more accelerate. Yeah. Okay. When I say fast, the actual movement, that's fast. And then rest. Yeah. Then relax afterwards. Yeah. Punch and then relax. Punch and then relax. So the punch is always explosive and kind of accelerating. Yeah. Okay. And relax, and relax. So, okay. Put your focus mitts down for a moment. Put them down for a moment. And let's just see how we were applying that punch. Actually, you look like you need a partner. So we'd made touch contact. And we're going in this way, down into the base of the rib cage. Yeah. Notice that if someone's kind of got their hands up, they're thinking about punching you. Yeah. Sometimes you don't have to wait for them to punch. You see that, just go straight in. That's still making the bridge. That's still making touch contact. You don't have to wait for them to punch you. You can grip. Yeah. So, grip, punch, this way. Yeah. With your partner. Actually, you can just try it on me. So there's my other hand, that's it, yeah? Yeah. Let's try to at least get a good punch into there, yeah? No. No. Okay, guys. So let's just use. We'll use Frederick so that you can see what I'm going to. Frederick, can you stand here? Yeah. I want everybody to be able to see. And punch with that hand. That is what you did.
Yes.
You put your fist there and left it there, thought about it for a little bit, then came back and did it again. We want this kind of whip-like action from the waist. Yeah. Punch, come back, yeah? Punch. You want to double up the punch, 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 but you don't leave it there. I've caught him there, I've got hold of him there, there. Whatever you're going to do next, yeah? Okay. With your partner, have a little go. Have a little go, and Akshi, you do it to me again. And I punch with this hand. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and again. Yeah, okay. And you want to?
I'm afraid I want to use more.
Okay, you got to get her. You got to get her. Yeah, yeah. Okay, off you go. I'm gonna punch with that one. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. This one again. Yeah. Okay. Practice a few more punches on the bag, and I'm going to go and have a look at what people are doing, yeah? Yeah, that's it. Go on. Yeah. Okay, now you want more travel from your punch. Do it slowly. Let me have a look. That was good. That was okay, yeah. Yeah. So there, as you do that, the hands should be pulling back to do that. Yeah. 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 And no need to leave the fist there, yeah. Punch, pull it back. Unless there's any reason to leave it there, pull it back. Yeah, that's good. Now do 2 punches. Punch, punch again. Yeah, that's it. Give a good pull back because you want power in the second one as well. Punch, punch, yeah. Just want to stand there, I want you to be able to see. Sorry, no, Selena, you stand there. Yes. You punch towards me and 1, 2, yeah. Don't leave it there and come back. 1, 2. Yeah, driving the punch in, waist and hips, yeah. How are we doing?
Punch on the ribs or under?
If you come just like from below and up into the ribs, then you're going to get the diaphragm, and that's when you really lock up somebody's breathing. So that is good, yeah. But then as you come up from below into the ribs, you may break the ribs. Now, if you just come in and punch the base of the rib cage, generally you're going to have the same effect.
Okay.
It's generally still going to, as long as you get it right at the bottom, it's still going to cause the diaphragm to go into contraction, and it's quite likely going to break the ribs. So there's not much difference between kind of coming under and there's some more coming in. Similar effect. If you come under, then really twist and get the knuckles underneath the ribs. If you're hitting more straight onto the ribs, you can hit that way. It doesn't have to be twisted. Yeah. Okay. 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 Grab the focus mitts again. Grab the focus mitts again. And this time, we're going to do a straight punch. So, this is your classic Kung Fu twisting punch. Diving in from the waist. So if you were to apply this, could you throw one punch there, going for the base of the ribs there. Okay, stretching right out. Okay, thanks. There, straight punch. This is a good punch. Have a go.
We do that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now for the exercise.
1, 2, 3, like that on the pads. Yeah. And change who's holding the pads. And relax. And relax. Okay. So what we're going to do next, with the partner, so you throw a straight technique. There. The side ribs, punching into the side ribs. Grip the arm, pull, punch at the same time, aiming for the base of the rib cage. Yeah, that's simple. Off you go. We're going to have one slight change. Actually, you go with Mark, and Selena's going to take over just for the moment.
Yes.
So I've got to go over to the kitchen.
Okay, let's go. You can go with her. Try not to lean too much forwards,
Yes, I will.
because you're coming very like,
Yes, yes.
yes, try to stay stable. Yeah. Once more.
Need to bring it.
You-
Okay.
Yes. What you're doing is more a dead punch. Try to bring him here, twist, so you can really do the Shaolin punch from the side. Yes. If you would go through, yeah. Okay. Same?
Yeah.
Same.
Before we had this one, and now we have the straight Shaolin punch,
But at the
but
same spot.
at the same spot. Yes. Yeah. So it's depends on the distance, which technique you use. Yes.
Don't want to get there. I still want to get there. That's No, I didn't twist. That's it.
Yeah. Try to
I'm not
bring
staying
hers.
great.
You're not stable.
No, but my feet are to the wrong side. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's better.
So, 12.
Yes, because you can twist her a little bit more to that side, so you have the leverage really to use the technique right.
A little lower.
Do it again.
No, not nice. Yeah, so you were saying something?
Yes, just do it again, once more. Yes, because you are stepping in while you punch. Try to be stable. You don't even need to step, because you can pull her and bring the energy like that. Or when you want to step, when you have difficulties with the distance, try to be stable before you punch and not punch and step at the same time.
Once again? Yep. Let's do it.
Yes,
Nice. Still hurts the same.
hurts the same.
No, I asked him to like get it because, yeah,
Yes, yeah, makes sense.
especially for girls, like you should know where you're hitting. And
Yeah. Try to use more your body instead of just placing it there. Yes. Yeah.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice. Okay, good. Did you change?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Show me the punch from that side. Let's do it again. Yes, here same. I think you pull him so much that he's very close and you kind of do the same technique as before.
Yeah, sure, I don't extend enough.
Yeah.
It's not pull enough.
Maybe not pull that much, but put him to the side so you really can use your Shaolin punch. Go to it slow. Then you see where you have to be.
Yeah, exact distance.
Because when you go fast, you're just trying to hit the points.
Yeah.
Just for the technique. Slow, yes.
It's really hard for you to do Shaolin punch because your length. You need somebody.
It's also that, yes. Yeah, of course.
No, I won't come. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was better. Yeah.
I keep lifting my, it's from here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I keep lifting my
It's fine, because when you are in a fight situation, you can be there. Yeah. I like that you do it in one turn. You're like here and you take the momentum just to punch in. It's good. Yeah, it's nice. Did you do both sides?
Yeah.
still better than focusing, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I
Mm-hmm.
was doing something else.
Yes. Yeah. How's it going?
Pretty well, pretty well.
I can imagine. Are you following up?
Thanks. Okay, guys. So, you know what? Let's pause for a minute. Let's do it a little bit more like we mean it. And just make sure this is clipped on okay. I want you to compare. You throw a punch. Yeah. I want you to compare that with that. Yeah. There's a difference. Okay. You got to punch like you mean it. Otherwise, it's just going through the motions. It's wasting your time. Yeah. Have intention like you mean it. Use your whole body. Drive the punch in. Yeah. You stop short before you break your partner's rib cage, but drive it in like you mean it. Yeah. Let's see it again, like you mean it. Okay. Here we go. That's it, Akshi. I can see you're busting to mean it. Now. That's better. Okay, now I want to show you something actually. Mark, you do a punch. You're stepping in and using the shovel punch. Yeah. Now that actually, it's a close range punch that doesn't get as much power as that longer one. So instead of stepping in and doing the close range punch, come in, Liz. For now, punch again. Just do that one. You don't need to step in. Use the range that you've got. Push, pull, drive in there. Yeah. Let's have a look. Thanks, Mark. Yeah. Let's have a look. And again. And slowly this time. That's more like it. That's it. Yeah. Twist it right in. Drill it in. Yeah. Drill it into the rib cage. There. Yeah. Now get your back straight. Get the right body mechanics, the right alignment in your bones. Punch. Yeah. There. Yeah. Okay. Now the body movement, like you really mean it, yeah. Stop the punch short, but move your body like you're really throwing power into the punch. Yeah. There. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Shoulder punch.
Drill it in. Twist it right in.
Like a twist. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Twist it in. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
didn't catch you. Throws up. You want me to switch hands or you want? Yeah. Okay.
So let's try this dead straight punch. And
Sorry.
slowly, slowly grip. Now don't lean forwards, just twist from your waist and drive the punch in. There, now you've got the range, you see. Now you've got your range. Yeah. If you lean forward, you're getting too close. So just pivot the waist and you've got it. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, relax. Next thing, attacking, do a kind of random attack, any attack that you choose, so that your partner has to counter it and strike back. Yeah. So, okay, you can decide what kind of attack you're going to throw, and I'm going to come in and do a counter, yeah? And I don't know what you're going to throw at me. You're going to keep it controlled, yeah. But you just come out with an unexpected attack. Yeah. Okay? And you're going to watch the partner, watch the opponent react to their moves, yeah? Okay. Off we go. Yeah, yeah, that's good. And again, something else, a different attack, different one. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Also reacting the second time. Okay?
Okay, now change partner. Change partner. Same thing with a different partner. Mark, you go with Sorel. Yeah. Yeah. Switch around, switch it around. Yeah. Off we go. Problem is, once you've got someone down there, what do you do with them? Yeah.
Well,
That's the-
you can always break the arm.
Yeah,
So elbow on the arm, pulling it up.
you can, yeah. Okay.
But then you also
Okay, guys. Change over once more. One more change, different partner. 2 minutes, and then we're going to do the stretch. So, let's have another look at that. Yeah.
Okay.
So you do that again. Let's have a quick look now. It's all very well, but you're standing there doing nothing. Yeah. So you've got to be quite assertive, otherwise she's going to hit you back with the other hand. Yeah. So just quickly do it again. So there's that other hand coming in. That's okay. Yeah. Why don't you, instead of blocking that way and inviting the other hand to have a target,
block the other.
yeah, but that way,
Yeah.
move it out of the way. Yeah. So let's try that. Now there you go. Yeah.
You can.
Now, since we've been practicing the liver kick, here's one for you to try. In there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, guys. That's good. Salute your partner and quickly put the focus mitts away, and we're going to do the stretching session now. So quickly focus mitts away and make a couple of lines across here. And you're going to get a little bit more warmed up. Yeah. So here we go. Jogging on the spot. Cassia, do you want to join in here next to Selena? Yeah. And sprint. And knee lifting up to the front. In you come, Joe. to the side. Kick up to the back. And rotations. Knee rotation. Lift the knee as high as you can in the middle and the other way. And change sides. Other way around. Come into Dimitri. And relax. Hand up by the side of your head. Lifting your knee to touch your arm. And change sides. Arm out to the side. Lifting up to the side again to touch the arm. And the other side. And relax. Lock your fingers together, stretch right up. And fold forwards. And stand. Hands right out to the side. Front leg lifts. He's swinging straight up to the front this way. And the other side. And relax. So, hand out to the side, circling your leg around to slap your hand like this. Here we go. And the other side. Change legs, and now bring the leg up to the side, swing it across the face, and then slap this way. And the other side. And relax. Now over to the wall. Lean on the wall. And swinging up to the side. And the other side. And relax. Okay, come a little forward from the wall and drop down into a very low horse riding stance. Push down, stretch a little. Now drop down and stretch along one leg. And back to the horse riding stance. Drop down on the other side. Stretch along the leg. Back to the horse riding stance. Sink down again. Now straighten the knees. Bend down in the center. Push back. Over to one side and stretch down onto one leg. Swing across to the other side. Stretch again. Back to the center. Push yourself back. And stand. Okay, now rest with the hand on the wall, sideways onto the wall. Bring your leg up in front, up and down. To the side, swing it out to the side, up and down. And to the back, up and down. Now, swing it around to the front and then to the back, and continue that movement, swinging front to back. Change sides. Leg up to the front, up and down. To the side. And to the back. Now swinging to the front, to the back, to the front. And relax. Now go and take a stretching block. Thanks. And foot up, stretch down towards that straight leg. And relax, change legs. and relax. Change legs again, sideways on to the pad. And lean across, reach down with your hand towards your foot. And change sides. And relax. Okay. Now, back where you began. Take a block if you need it, only if you need it. And sit. And hold either your feet or your ankles. Lengthen out your spine, head away from the hips. Pull on the spine, make it longer. And then fold down towards your legs. Okay. And relax. Now, hands on the floor. We're going to do leg raises. That's quite difficult. If you want to make it easier, bring the hands back. The further back the hands are, the easier it is. The further forward, the more difficult. I'd like you to do between 8 and 12 in your own time. And when you're finished, cross one leg over the other and do it again. Bend down towards a straight leg. Relax. Then we'll do the leg lifts again. And then stretch the other side. And relax. And leg lifts again. And now, feet apart to about 90 degrees. And lean down towards one leg. And relax. And we're going to do the leg lifts again, but this time with the feet apart Hands in the front. Here we go. And now over to the other side, leaning down towards the other leg. And relax. Leg lifts again. And now leaning down in between the two legs. And relax. And the leg lifts again. And now down on one side and swing right across the front, right across to the other side. And then swing back and continue swinging side to side. Okay. feet together. Press your knees down. And that's it. Raise your head up high. Stretch the spine, lift the head up. And fold forwards. And relax. Now, knees apart. Push your hips backwards and drop as much of your body weight down onto your hips as possible, as you want to press the hips down into a stretch. And relax. And now bring your feet wide apart. Just kind of rock side to side, open up one hip, then the other one side, and the other side. And now raise your head up high, lift the top of the head, and push your chest forward. Gently fold your body forwards. Fold down towards the floor. Sit up again. Now lean across to the side. And the other side. And straighten up again. Feet wider. Okay. Turn to one side. Lean down towards your straight leg. And swing across to the other side. Swing yourself across. And a little bit wider. And lean forwards once more. And relax. Bring your legs back. and stand. And reach up, stretch high and bend back. And relax. Lunge position, one foot in front of the other. Push your knee forwards until it's above your toes. Reach high. Push right up. Bend. Stretch back. Keep looking for a little bit more movement. Now, spin around sideways. Bend. Reach down towards your heel. And the other side. Forwards, knee over toes. Reach high. Stretch right up. And bend. Twist. And reach back. And relax. Now, kneeling position. Selena, can you take over for a minute and do the front stretch?
Yep.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, everybody down into a kneeling position. Relax for a moment. Relax all your muscles. Take a deep inhalation here. And whenever you're ready, bring one leg to the front. If you need to play a little bit around between lizard pose, and you can bring your weight back. 2 times front and back. And from here we're going into the splits. If you need, like Joe is doing, you can have the blocks as a support on the sides. It's easier to relax into the position if you have good support. A little bit longer. Okay, and relax. Bring your knee back to kneeling position. Take a deep inhalation again. Relax all your muscles. And whenever you're ready, we're doing the same thing with the other side. First, bring your leg in the front. Prepare yourself for the splits. Maybe bounce a little bit, do what you need now. Front and back, both directions. And when you're ready, go into the split. Try to relax as much as you can. Just a little bit more. And relax. Back to kneeling position. We're going to do it once more. You can do it. It's almost done. It's a free day tomorrow, so we can do it. Okay? Relax. Take a deep inhalation here. And whenever you're ready, bring your front leg into a split. Try to relax as much as you can. And with each exhalation, try to go deeper into the stretch. You can do it. Okay, and relax. Back to kneeling position. And just one last time. First, take a deep inhalation here. Try to relax. And one last time. Try to relax into your stretch. Try to go deeper with each exhalation. Go down into the split. Just a little bit more. Okay, and relax. For 1 minute, come back to kneeling position. Almost done. Just try to relax a little bit here. You can close your eyes if you want. And take some deep inhalations and exhalation. Some deep breath. Relax your body completely. Okay, and whenever you're ready, come up. And feet together. Bow. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy dinner. You enjoy your free day? You're welcome. Thank you for watching. We are here in Pai, in Thailand, in a Kung Fu retreat in Namyang. We just finished our fighting application session and a deep stretch. So all of us are happy to relax now. I hope you enjoyed it and see you next time.